Welcome to LobbyComply Pod from State and Federal Communications, your source for lobbying, compliance, ethics, campaign finance, and election news from across the country.
Hi, I'm Renae Bomba, Manager, Compliance Services at State and Federal Communications. Today I'm here to talk about audits. For those of us in corporate compliance, there's a real sense of accomplishment when the filings are submitted, filed on time. But as we all know, that can all fade away quickly into frustration and confusion when you receive a notification of an audit. Being prepared and knowing how to best respond to an audit is key. Okay, first, you should be familiar with the jurisdiction you're registered in. You're going to want to know the audit procedures, and there's a few different ways states approach these things. Some jurisdictions, they're going to do random audits. That's the most typical type of audit that we see, and that usually means a pre-selected number or percentage of filings are reviewed by the state for accuracy. Once you're selected in one of these audit states that do the random audit selection technique, you're going to be required to submit documentation verifying information provided on registrations and reports. Random audit states include California, Connecticut, Indiana, Maryland, among many other. Like I said, that's the most predominant type of audit. Some states, such as Massachusetts and Oklahoma, they review every single filing. We don't see that as much. Really just a small number of states take that approach. And then some other states like Arizona, Arkansas, and Missouri, they only do audits if there's a complaint filed. Okay, if you are registered in an audit jurisdiction, plan to be proactive rather than reactive. Conduct yourself as if every report will be scrutinized. Each report should be filed accurately and with proper documentation for every figure that is disclosed. That way, you're just going to be ahead of the game and you're going to be prepared should you be selected. Definitely, you're going to want to hold on to any invoices, canceled checks, receipts, calculations used for determining salary. So all those things, definitely keep that in order. It's also important to keep your contact information up to date with the states, just so you're receiving any of those notifications that you've been selected for an audit in a timely fashion. In the event that you are selected for an audit, it's a good idea to contact the auditor promptly. You're going to want to work with these people very closely to prepare your response. You don't want to submit an incomplete response to an audit. If there's anything missing as you're going through and preparing your response, be ahead of the game. You want to just reach out and let them know, this is why I'm missing X, Y, or Z. And that way, you can take the corrective action as directed by the auditor. The audit findings will provide you with the clear instructions on what next steps should be taken. You should review the findings quickly and complete any actions as soon as possible. With those tips, you should be able to navigate any audit that comes your way.
Thanks for listening to LobbyComply Pod from State and Federal Communications. For more news, visit LobbyComply.com. To learn more about how we can guide you along the road to compliance, visit stateandfed.com. LobbyComply Pod is produced by Joe May and John Sponarelli.